Welcome back to Strictly Business Unscripted. Again, I'm your host, Keandra Jones. Okay, so we have got an exciting show, as I've told you before, here at Strictly Business Unscripted. And we've got our first guest, which is Mrs. Elvia Arredondo. Welcome, Miss Elvia. How are you today?
I am good. How are you, Keandra?
I'm doing well. Okay, so this is the Oak Cliff Chamber staff. Miss Arredondo, would you tell everyone who is watching us what is your role at the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce?
Okay, my role is the Chief of Staff here at the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, all right. So what exactly does that entail?
What does it not entail? I think it's pretty much everything. Managing the team, making sure that everything is ready for events, things like that.
Okay, so talk to me. What kind of events does this chamber have? I know that all kinds of chambers have all kinds of other things, but specific to this chamber, what kind of events do we have?
Okay, so we have networking events, we have our coffee and commerce, our lunch and learn, our exchange, we have summits, we have welcome receptions, you name it, we do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we do all the things, right? Okay, so why does your role as chief, you know what, I'm going to back up. I'm going to ask you something a little bit harder. So, what are some things, what are some things about your job that you absolutely love?
That I love. You know what? I think there's a part of me that likes the chaos. I think if my life wasn't chaotic, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Okay.
So I think just overcoming that and making sure that everything is how it needs to be.
So that's an excellent segue to kind of my next question, if you would. So if you were to appropriately give yourself a title, what would that title be?
Oh, of course, chaos manager.
Chaos management. That's what Miss Elvia is going to be going forward, is the chaos manager. And so what is it about your personality that makes you so good at being a chaos manager?
I think I'm good at juggling and pivoting and things like that. So I think that is a big part of that. And I think that's why I work well with juggling all the things.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So you mentioned that we do all of these different events. What's your favorite event?
I think that my favorite event would have been the Spooktacular event. That was our Halloween after hours exchange event. We had our 360 booth, we had a smoke machine, we had a costume contest as well. So had a lot of things going on. It was exciting.
Okay, okay. And what about programs? What kind of programs does the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce offer, and who do they benefit?
We do have our Oak Cliff Works, who we actually recently, whenever I first came on here at the chamber, we had a new cohort coming in for EMT training, and we just helped the underserved population right here try to get a career and help them elevate in the community.
Okay, so you mentioned Oak Cliff Works. Okay, any up and coming programs that the chamber offers, or will offer rather?
I think the next one would probably be Business University. That helps small businesses in the area, just helping them get where they need to be, like through the business landscape.
Okay, okay. So tell me, Miss Elvia, you're such an amazing chaos manager. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that term. You're such an amazing chaos manager, managing the team, the events, our programs, our students, our constituents, all the things. And you are such a huge help to me and the overall organization. What are some things that you like to do outside of all of this chaos?
One of the things is relaxing.
Okay, that's great.
I am big on family, so I like to be with my family anytime I can. If it's a holiday or something like that, I love being just around family and, just watching the kids play and talking to my sisters, my brother, whatever it may be. I'm big on family, so family time.
Yeah. And so is there one thing that you could tell us? Now, we're pretty tight-knit around here, and people that don't know the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce team, we are like one happy well, I shouldn't say happy, because sometimes we're not all that happy. We are like a family, a close-knit family. Sometimes we love each other, and some days, we're tolerating each other. So tell us one thing that we don't know about you. I feel like we know a lot about you, but for those people that are watching, tell them one thing that they don't know, and us as well.
Okay, so I believe y'all know this, but some of you may not. I do like to draw. I used to do it a lot in the past. I don't do it that much now, but I need to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel when you draw? And I didn't know that about you. How do you feel when you draw?
I feel like it's relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
It's relaxing. Just kind of jot down and have like a peace of mind and just draw.
We learned something new today. I don't think we knew that, Miss Elvia. What's your favorite thing to draw?
I'm not good at just drawing things like out of my head. I think I need to have a picture to draw off of, and I can just kind of freehand it from there.
That's great. I mean, I'm great at stick figures. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's a big accomplishment.
That's about all I can do is stick figure, maybe a heart or a star or something, but that's it. Okay, so as far as the chamber is concerned, if there is one thing that you just despised about your job at the chamber, what is it?
I would say that is follow-up. Follow-up. Whenever you have to follow up continuously, follow up with people. If they don't get back to you, you got to remember, hey, they haven't gotten back to me. Let me make sure that they receive my email. Let me reach out. Let me call. Let me email. Just having to follow up.
Follow up is tough. Oh my God, it is so tough. But I can tell you one thing that the folks enjoy the most about this Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce is how much we reach out to them. So they love the fact that they're going to hear from us regularly and find ways for them to get involved. So it is a chore. It can be a chore sometimes, but we absolutely love our members and our constituents. Okay, so what is one thing you'd like to know about me?
One thing I would like to know about you is, when did all of this fashion thing come into play? Were you like a kid? Were you a teenager? When did it all start?
And I appreciate that question. Growing up, this is a lot of our story, so I'm not unique in any way, but we didn't have a whole lot of things, and I always wanted to be able to play dress up and be able to doll up, and sometimes I did. I remember going in my grandmother's closet and trying all her stuff on, and she had all the things like wigs and high heel shoes, and we would put towels on our heads and make long hair and all the things. And so I've always loved playing dress up. And as I've gotten older, I really love to take that woman or young person that doesn't necessarily feel good about themselves, and we go home and play dress up because I want her to feel good about herself. And so I've just always loved clothes. I've loved playing dress up. I love being a princess still. I have a few, of course I do. I have a few tiaras still at home. And so it's just a thing I've always liked doing. Okay. So I'm glad you asked that. How do you feel that I like for you guys to coordinate all the time?
I think it works for us because it's not that hard to figure out what we're going to wear. We already know what we're going to wear, and we're all going to be matching. So it helps out.
It helps with wardrobe. I understand. Okay. Well, thank you, Miss Elvia, so much for being here at Strictly Business Unscripted. Thanks for tuning in, but now we've got a word from our sponsor. Well, there you go. Thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Strictly Business Unscripted. Again, today was an amazing show as you got to be introduced to some of our amazing leaders right here at the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce. Until next time, enjoy your day.